Let me ask you something. Do you actually know how much your business is spending on cloud hosting every year? Not just the monthly invoice, the total, including that managed add-on, the backups, the CDN, the support tier. I sat down with a friend who runs a medium-sized e-commerce business last month. She was paying $480 a month for hosting. When we actually broke down what she was getting for that and what she actually needed, she moved to a Kamatera setup for $89 a month. Same performance, faster actually. That's 700 she's getting back every year. This video is about how that happens and how you can do the same thing. Managed hosting is sold as a time saver, and for some businesses it genuinely is. You pay more and someone else handles server updates, security patches, and performance tuning. But here's what managed hosts don't tell you. A huge chunk of that premium goes toward paying for resources you're not using. They provision servers with extra headroom so they don't get support calls. You're paying for idle CPU and RAM that sits there doing nothing. The other thing they don't mention is that the management part is often just automated scripts. You're paying human rates for automation. Feature inflation is when a hosting company adds features to a plan not because you need them, but to make the plan sound more valuable and justify a higher price. Things like limited email accounts you'll never use, drag and drop website builders when you're already running WordPress, marketing tools built into the hosting dashboard, free domain for 1 year, then 25 a year after that. Every one of those free features is baked into your monthly price. You are paying for a bundle when you only need 2 or 3 things from it. Let me show you a real comparison. WP Engine, one of the most popular managed WordPress hosts, their growth plan, designed for small businesses, costs $115 per month. You get 5 sites, 20 GB storage, 100,000 monthly visits. For many businesses, that's a reasonable plan. But let's see what the same money gets you on Kamatera. On Kamatera, for $89 a month, you can configure a Type B general purpose server with 4 vCPUs, 8 GB RAM, 100 GB NVMe SSD storage, and 5 TB traffic. You can host unlimited sites. You handle 100,000 visits easily and then some. And you can scale up on demand if you need more. The trade-off is that Kamatera requires slightly more technical setup, but their managed cloud service add-on covers server management if you want it. Even with that add-on, the total cost is typically lower than WP Engine's premium plans. Let me show you a real comparison. WP Engine, one of the most popular managed WordPress hosts, their growth plan, designed for small businesses, costs $115 per month. You get 5 sites, 20 GB storage, 100,000 monthly visits. For many businesses, that's a reasonable plan. But let's see what the same money gets you on Kamatera. On Kamatera, for $89 a month, you can configure a Type B general purpose server with 4 vCPUs, 8 GB RAM, 100 GB NVMe SSD storage, and 5 TB traffic. You can host unlimited sites. You handle 100,000 visits easily and then some. And you can scale up on demand if you need more. The trade-off is that Kamatera requires slightly more technical setup, but their managed cloud service add-on covers server management if you want it. Even with that add-on, the total cost is typically lower than WP Engine's premium plans. Here's a simple framework for figuring out what you actually need. Start with traffic. How many monthly visitors do you get? For every 10,000 monthly visitors on a WordPress site, plan for roughly 1 vCPU and 1 GB RAM under standard conditions. Then add storage. How much disk space does your site use? Check your current host storage usage. Double it for headroom. Then think about traffic spikes. If your traffic is seasonal or unpredictable, you want a host where you can scale up quickly. This is exactly what Kamatera's flexible configuration is built for. Their pricing calculator at Kamatera. Com lets you build this exact configuration and see the monthly price before you commit to anything. Switching hosts sounds scary. It doesn't have to be. Step 1, set up your new Kamatera server and install your site there. Don't touch your live site yet. Step 2, copy your files and database to the new server. Tools like Duplicator or WP Migrate make this easy for WordPress. Step 3, test everything on the new server using the server's IP address directly. Make sure the site loads, forms work, and payments process correctly. Step 4, when you're confident, change your DNS to point to the new server. This takes 5 to 30 minutes to propagate. Most visitors won't notice any interruption because your old server is still live during that window. Step 5, wait 48 hours, then cancel your old hosting. That's it. I've done this migration 3 times across different sites. 0 downtime each time. One thing I appreciate about Kamatera that I don't see enough in the hosting industry is completely transparent pricing. No hidden fees. No starting at prices that turn into something else at checkout. You use their online calculator, pick your specs, and see your exact monthly and hourly rate before you sign up for anything. The price you see is the price you pay. And critically, There are no long term contracts. You can scale up, scale down, or cancel at any time. If your business has seasonal traffic, you can run a bigger server during your busy months and scale back in the off season. You pay for what you use when you use it. Let me close with a quick calculation. If you're currently paying 100 fees a month for managed WordPress hosting and move to a Kamatera setup for $60 a month, a reasonable estimate for a well-configured cloud server with managed service, you save 155 a month. Over 1 year, that's 6 times 660 back in your business. Over 3 years, that's nearly 200,000. Enough to hire a freelancer, buy new equipment, or invest in marketing. And that's a conservative estimate. Many businesses save significantly more. Here's your action plan. 3 steps this week. 1. Calculate what you're actually paying right now, total including add-ons. 2. Use Kamatera's pricing calculator to build an equivalent configuration and see what it costs. 3. Start the 30-day free trial. The link is in the description. And run your site on it for a month. Compare the performance, then decide. You've got nothing to lose with a free trial and potentially a lot of money to get back. Hit the like button if this was useful. Subscribe for more practical cloud hosting and business infrastructure content. I'll see you in the next one.